Okie dokie. Today's 1st of May 2017. It's the Noyantis Usergroup Meeting. Maybe start with a quick update. Welcome everybody, by the way. Start with a quick update. I wanted to get updates out today. There's a slight delay, not because of the template work. To be fair, it was actually another product. I had to get some rushed updates out to that. But yep, the updates are in progress. The report control is all but ready. If you remember last week, we covered putting extra facilities into the apply filter and apply search, and they are basically in the testing stage now. They're basically comma separated values that you can specify. This has still got some debug, so ignore this. But the idea being that we could say, okay, we only want anywhere between 13 and 14. So yes, ignore the debug, of course. But we will only get rows which are basically 13 and 14. So, so that's going in, and the same with the in list as well. So you'll be able to specify, say, from here, Peter.
I'm not seeing your screen, Eddie. Are you sure?
Oh, sorry. Let me just rewind then.
There we go.
Yes, sorry about that. I haven't a clue why that was the case.
There it is.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll just comment some other code out, which I was just working on. And then, basically, just to recap, it was on the report control, and the last time I was working on it, oh, sorry, I think we've got a question already. But yes, basically, the last time we were working on it, we were saying that you could specify basically in list and basically between values. So on here, if I said 13, let's say 15, then I'd expect to see that row, that, and I think that would be it. Oh, I thought I just commented this code out. Ignore the debug, you're not supposed to see that. But yes, there's your the values. And I'm just doing the in list bit as well. When them two things are done, that template will be released. So it might be after this webinar, it might not, but that's literally how close it is. So so finally, that's a little update there for the report control. It's quite a popular control. That's it, and then straight after that is the command bars, which has got some more fixes in. Somebody, one of the users, heavily uses the command bars. I'm just trying to think of a particular application. They're using basically a ribbon type application, command bar across the top, obviously a ribbon bar across the top, and then various MDI screens. And as they change from screen to screen, they want the actual content of the MDI tabs, sorry, the ribbon tabs, to change accordingly. A bit like Word does, I suppose, on certain things, and Excel. That's how they have their application. Now they run into some stability issues, and they made a couple of recommendations. On the surface, they look good. But I do want to put them through the paces here before adding them to the main product. So that's going in next, along with new facilities to the command bars as well, be it the backstage view and the message caption bar, which you can now add. Well, you will be able to add. So that's a quick recap. So apologies for the delay in releasing them. As I say, it wasn't down to the templates or the Clarion work. It was in our other application. We had to put extra time into one of our the horse racing application because we've just been over to Ireland to release it and so on. That's it. Any questions or any topics to raise today from anybody? any feature requests?
I don't even have a challenge for you today.
No, well you do. It's called the multi IDLL.
That's true. I guess I do. It's
one hell of a challenge.
Yeah.
Well, just before we started the Roberto says Alexandra. Oh, I've missed a couple of questions. See nothing on the screen. Yes. Alexandra, let's open his mic. Hi, Roberto seems to think that you have something. Alexandro?
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Yes. Can you see the problem of the pop-up in the task panel? Sorry.
In the task panel.
Remember?
Oh yes.
Yes.
It was to do with the skin framework.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, not the task panel. Yes, skin framework. Exactly.
That's right. But you was going to try a different skin. I recommended using a different skin. If you remember.
Yes, I used a different skin, and that's work with another skin.
So it's okay with another skin.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, that's okay. Well, basically, these for everybody else who's maybe not watched last week's or is not aware of the issue. The setup was the application was using a skin from the skin framework via the skin framework extension template, and they were using a pop-up window, a standard Clarion window, standard Clarion pop-up, and it was getting truncated. Imagine you had 3 buttons of insert, change, delete. You was only seeing the first few letters. Didn't understand why, but I did recommend trying a different skin. And from what you just said, it works. Now, that would be down to that skin. Now, Kojak issue some skins of their own, and they are in the example application, and they call their files .cj style files. Now, I also went to a third-party website. The demo app has the links and so on, and got a couple of MS style files, which are still compatible. They're just bloated with extra settings, which you don't necessarily need. And they are in the demo app. So basically, it sounds as though those aren't quite correct. Now, though any kind of editor, but the skin framework does include a skin editor with it, can open up a Microsoft style file or a CJ style file, or you can actually create a fresh one, so you can actually create a brand new style of your own, and it will save it in a compatible format. So I would, if you still want to go ahead and use the Apple type one, have a look at the website, see if there's a newer version, because it could have just be that they had a bug in their style file. Have a look if there's a newer version, or open it up with the skin editor application, which comes with the Kojak suite, and see if you can see the problem in there with the style itself.
Okay.
But there's
Excellent.
no actual problem
Thanks.
with the template, or there's no problem with the template because it's being applied. It will literally be down to the style. And just quickly, let me just open up to show you the thing I'm talking about.
I opened the editor and I try to modify the pop-up, but really I don't find. But it's okay.
I don't know what it is myself off the top of my head. I'd have to have a look. But the thing, just so we can see what it is, we go to the samples, and you can see their CJ styles. They're already associated with the. You see, they ship theirs as a full separate style. I think I got one from, like I said, I think it was called DeviantArt. But if you open up theirs, this is the actual editor that I'm referring to, and you can actually take the style file and then change various attributes of it. So we could, I won't do this, but in theory, we can start changing the active caption. Try to think if there's other button shadow, this type of thing. So you could play about with. There's what we've just changed. So you could play about with these and create your own styles. I know Dave Bratovich has done this in the past because he's actually created me a Noyantis style. Very, very kindly of him. So yes, basically I would take a look in here and play about with it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Okay.
I will click in this caption. This option, sorry.
Oh, right, yes. Yeah. And let us know how you get on. But it will be in there. But the fact that other styles have worked correctly proves that they are loading and being applied correctly. It'll just be something in there, because ultimately it is taking a source screen, window, whatever, and manipulating it, applying the skin. So it'll be a setting within that of where it's applying the skin. So, okay. Any other questions off anybody, or any enhancement requests, any ideas?
It's the command bar guy.
Haha, Arnold. I just mentioned command bars a minute ago. Were you here, or did you miss that?
I missed it. I didn't. I missed it. Sorry.
Well, there's an update which should have really been out by today. I did promise it today for the report control, and basically a slight delay, but that's coming out next. And then the command bars is getting a release. It will include, still got to do the subclassing, so it's subclass, but it will include the subclass fix for the resizing which you're after, and also some other enhancements, possibly, I won't say fixes because nobody else is really experiencing them, but some enhancements to do with stability issues when you've got MDI children changing the actual main application frame ribbon bar. So basically you've got different ribbons and the different children building and destroying contents on the ribbon bar constantly.
Okay.
So yes.
So shortly.
Soon. Oh, very soon. Plus
okay.
Some enhancements as well. The new backstage view. I don't know if you've seen that. So the backstage view is, well, we use it now. Oh, you're familiar with it. Let's just have a look at, say we had Excel, and you're on this view is what you call a backstage view.
Okay.
So that's being added as well.
Cool.
So you'd be able to, instead of having just tabs and a pop-down file menu, you'd be able to invoke a backstage view.
Oh, I wonder if I should do that.
So yeah, and there's a message caption. I think sometimes like you open a Word document, it says it's locked by another user, it's read only, and it comes in a bar across the thing. Well, that's a message caption, so that's going to the command bar as well.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okie dokie. So, yes. Any other ideas, questions, requests?
Oh, everybody's so happy.
John was going to, before the webinar started, a couple of weeks ago, we mentioned loading on demand in the data binding. John, are you available to quickly show that? Because I know you've made some progress on it.
I am. This is in the like a sneaky peek at the next script that'll be coming out. Only a very select few have even seen this. In fact, I think only one other person.
Few select. You and Mary.
That's it. That's about it. But since we worked on it here, I thought I would show how it turned out. All right, here we go. Okay, so the previous interface was a little more cluttered, I think. This now looks much cleaner when you first come into it, because I could get rid of a lot of buttons up here and stuff, and it cleaned up this menu, the menu bar here. And we used to start with there were a bunch of tabs across the top here, and long rows of information. Now it's more like Management Studio, where it's really clean when you first come into it.
Just going to say, for me, I think it's very clean and clean and simple, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's kind of the interface that we've been searching for, I think, to have this thing work.
I'm just a little confused.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we're objects and edit, those two windows, that's like a really busy lined area. I'm going, whoa, does this belong to the same program? I mean, it's just a quick, look. I'm going, whoa, what's that? Because you see what I'm talking about? The right side of objects and the left side of edit.
Right.
Those two windows. If you look down that side, I was at first confused because I don't know your interface there.
Right.
And I thought, God, you get two programs, one sitting on top of the other. It's not a big deal. It just felt that way.
Right.
I didn't know they were related. Looks busy right there.
About that.
See how busy that looks right there?
Because of all this tab, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it needs a little space, white space or something. I don't know. It's no big deal.
I could probably knock this little panel. I've knocked a lot of panels out. But I think I see what you're saying. Now, when you go into Management Studio, it's the same kind of thing. You got a big area over here. You got this stuff over here.
Yeah. Maybe because you had it extra wide.
It's detached. Yeah. It's detached here because you can add more tabs and have open scripts all across the top.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay.
It was just
Anyway, we what Andy helped me do is just load on demand things. So right now it's just loaded up these things, and when I click down, it loads up more things. So this was all loaded on demand, basically. Right. What it did is each of these rows has a blank row underneath it, so it will give you the little tree symbol.
Space. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I drop it for like tables, when I drop it down, it goes and reads the database, and then it lists all the tables. So these all came out of the database.
Oh yeah.
If I had to load all this stuff up, immediately, it would take a long time. And the same here. If I drop this down, I have columns. I dropped out the columns. There's all my columns.
Yeah, it's quick. Load on demand.
I know. Yeah, it's just loading it straight off the database right now. There's no keys on this one. Let's find one that has a key. This one does. There you go. So I've got the icon so that it recognizes when it's a key. I tried to model it after Management Studio, at least for this part of it, all the columns and things. Yeah, there's keys and stuff there.
So should you highlight any of those that refreshes on the right side real quick too?
Now these won't, because they're
you got to double
tables
click
and
on
columns, and we don't really handle table and columns per se, or for looking stuff up when you're writing your scripts at the moment. You can see what they are. But this is where you would see things you're working on. So here's my view over here.
Got it.
Or here's my view over here. But the whole thing is just the whole load on demand thing made it all work. So that, if I had to load all this stuff up initially, it takes time. It would probably be, 5, 10, 15 seconds before it loaded all this information in. So this, I think, has turned out really, really nice. We also have right clicks on all the different things. Each row can have different right click to do different things. So just the general, much cleaner look of the interface, the way that it loads now on demand, has, I think, really helped the product to do what we want it to do. So there you go. I wasn't really going to do a scripted demo. I just want to do an interface demo. That was it.
Well, I'm biased. I don't mind admitting, but I like it.
Yeah.
All I said was I got confused That's all. Like, you know, where it says results, that the little thing hung over, you know, the darker line there, like the tab on
Yeah,
the
you didn't like
left
this part.
side down. No,
Yeah.
no, no. Go straight down. Go to the result tab.
Oh,
way.
down here.
Yeah, you see how that results tab on the left side of the results tab? Keep
Over
going.
here?
Right there. It's like over that line too. So it just felt like it was. Can that have a? Can that be in, like not over, go over the line that's coming down? Here,
I don't
you see
know.
where there
It's
are.
the
Okay,
docking pane. These are just docked, and these are the tabs from the docking pane. So
Yeah.
I don't know that I have any real control over this.
right, right there. You see what I'm talking about, though?
I
It's
do.
like
I see a
hanging.
little overlap there, but I
Yeah.
don't know if there's anything I can do about it.
Maybe there's a margin. Anyway, it does
The
feel
docking
good.
tab?
Well, now that I keep looking at it, it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Just caught my eye a different way earlier.
That's okay. I like you to look at it because you're very
Well, okay. Look it up above.
detail-oriented.
Look up above where you have the scripting tab. Okay, you see scripting way up on top.
Yeah.
Can you point? No, not scripts, but scripting. Yeah, right there. You see how it has the little left side where it kind of like scoops up like that,
Mhm.
and it's
Right.
not right up against the line. That's
Right.
what I would have expected, the stuff below, but it's not. It's not a tab per se, right? It's a kind of a button.
No, these are docking panes, and this is just the way Kojak is drawing it. I can see it's doing the same up here. See the line is broken.
The one,
there.
maybe
The
try
line's
a different
broken over
theme on the docking pane theme, because I noticed that's an older theme because you're using the old pin icon. So maybe use a different theme on the actual docking pane itself.
Fix it now.
I can fix it now.
Well, it's an interface thing, right? That people should. I mean,
Yeah.
that's being awfully picky, I know, but it's just.
No, I kind of see what you're talking about there. Yeah, let's try something else. Close it down. I just happen to have it open right here.
Oh, it just happened.
just so happened.
Oh, was this planned?
But you see, look at their panes. They're not they're using a different theme.
Yeah.
So you haven't got the old pin, and it might just give you. And obviously they've got tabs there. You can see the SQL script.app, and that's got your little, like Anna was saying about the ribbon bar before. Just might.
All right, let's take a look. Clean it up. All right, well, here's the docking pane we're looking at.
Well, it'll be on the global extension for the pane you use.
It's a global thing?
Yeah, for the theme.
Okay. Okay, so this is what we have.
Okay, so what others have we got?
Native XP.
Yeah, I guess that's
Whoa,
not the...
XP is pretty old.
It's kind of old.
Okay, so
what's your favorite, Andy?
I usually go with Office 2010, to be fair.
Oh, that's like more
external.
More.
And you, is the actual DLL in that working directory?
Good question. Let me take a look.
Now, of course, it's not. There's no hard and fast rules. You can use a mixture. You've just been using a mixture. 9 times out of 10, I'll always stick the same. So I'll have the ribbon bar using the same as the docking pane, using the same as all the others, except for task panel. And on that, and I did put it to 2010 the same, but our users did prefer the older task panel interface. But all the others do match. That's the usual way I do it.
Hey, how about Office 13?
I'd go with 2010 to start with first. 13 flattens, makes everything quite pale and white, and also capitalizes all your words because it's part of the UI.
I don't like that.
Well, if you think the latest Office and the latest Word and so on, all the tabs and so on get capitalized, and it's part of the Microsoft interface license.
Well, let's give it a go, see what it looks like.
So that would have changed those two groups there.
Yeah.
The one on the bottom. Okay. Oh, because it's global. Yeah.
Roberto's saying he thinks it's because of the bold of the selected tab. So we'll see.
Oh, if you chose the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's ready to go. What does it look like?
Oh, he's talking about this here.
Yeah, try to click note.
Still pretty close. Well, now there's a line there, though.
I personally think that looks better.
Now it's orange. It's up here.
Well, it tells you where you are anyway. Huh? Does that show you that it's focused?
It's active, yeah, the active.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so
that's the one in focus, right?
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, I think that looks a little better, don't you think?
I do.
Yeah, I kind of like this. I need to. One thing I notice is it's coming up focused over here, and I need it to come up focused over here. I think I can probably
select pane.
Figure that out. Right.
Just click. Once you, if you click scripted right now, what happens? Or adventure works. If you just click on
here.
It. Yeah. So
Just
you
gives
wanted
me the details of the project.
Yeah, you wanted what orange over there? You wanted.
No, when I first launch it, it comes up over here.
Oh, I see.
That would be because of just how it's being defined. But if you had in the init complete, which is the best embed point after the parent call, just do a select pane and select your object.
Do that. Fix it, John.
What? What do you want me to fix now?
No, he wants you to just do a selected on the objects pane so that it does start off orange. Yeah.
Okay. The other thing I was having an issue with is this comes up like way down here, and
can't you do a minimum?
Like there.
Can't you do a minimum height?
I have trouble with these things. Like, look, it just crashed when I did that.
Ooh.
Oh no. I've had stuff like that happen.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever had this when you have a code jock on a child window that comes up and you don't close that first, but you close the entire frame? That happens to me, that crash.
You should really.
But when I don't have, I believe when I open up windows that do not have the command bar in it, for instance, it's fine to close the frame with it open. But when I have the frame, when I close the frame, when I have the code jock, I mean the ribbon bar. Oops, there you go too.
Yeah, either of these don't seem to work.
And are they being created on the fly or?
These are not on the fly. No.
Let's take a look at their settings.
Part of this. I also found with docking panes that for me at least it works best if all my controls are on the same window. If I try to pull things out of, like pull in procedures, sometimes it won't dock. Sometimes it just stays outside the docking thing. But this is the most stable I found the docking panes to work is if I have all the controls on the same window.
Same window.
Yeah. But
so the crash happens when for you, John?
When I hit the hide little pin. When I try to hide.
Okay, let's stick with the properties because all the results for that matter. But yeah.
Open.
Okie dokie. And size and position. Okay, to the right.
I made the
properties, that's fine. I take it they're all.
Wait a minute, that's not right, is it? Well, it's attaching to itself. Does that seem? That doesn't seem right. Maybe that's what it's doing. Maybe I goofed it on there. Because properties shouldn't be attached to properties. Preview is attached to properties.
Oh, hang on. Your Windows just disappeared. There you are.
This should be blank. The neighboring pane could be syntax editor, huh? Maybe.
Your syntax. I'm trying to remember your the interface. Just go to the right for now. Your syntax. Yeah, to the right of syntax. That'd be fine. We need.
So this is the syntax editor here.
Yep.
Then here, properties over here.
Yep.
So this could be the neighboring pane would be this one, right?
Yep.
It's just called
syntax editor.
Right.
Okay. 3270. I take it that's percentage.
Right. So I was trying to make the bottom like 30%, but it's still that's not 30%. It should be more like
okay.
Up here.
So let's go back to your panes. Okay. Yeah. And syntax. We can just look at the syntax one first. I would just do that to the left. Okay. And that's, you could technically say to the left of properties. I don't think you need to be fair. That's first, so that'll get it first. So okay, that. And which is your results at the bottom?
That's these two things here. So preview, it should be attached to properties, which it is. These don't matter if you're attaching it, right? These numbers up here.
I personally, I put them the same. Yeah, they would do actually, definitely.
This is set to the bottom. That doesn't seem right either.
No.
Should it be left?
If it's attached to properties, I'd expect it to go right.
Right. Okay. Yep. Okay. And then this is the bottom part down here. Results and notes.
Yep. So we just want, don't bother with the preview, just have it go to the bottom.
This width is wrong. It should be all the way across.
Yeah, that would be 130. That's correct. Bottom. Don't bother with the neighbor for now. Don't
the neighbor's wrong anyway. Yeah. Maybe this is the problem. I never went through and got these settings right. Let's see what happens here. So this looks okay. So this is the bottom.
Yep.
30 tall. Okay.
And
this should be attached to report control, which is right.
No. Yeah, it's a report control. Yes. So you want width 100, height 30.
200.
That's the default for some reason. And then if it's not the bottom, it should be the right.
Oh, no. Where you attached it to? Yeah, that would be bottom.
It's attaching to here, side by side here.
Oh, no. I'll explain that in a second. So.
Okay, so it should be bottom.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay, that looks okay. Let's try that.
Everything here. This has a menu button on it.
That's fine. Yep.
Do I need a menu button? I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Okay.
What would you do without these Monday meetings, John?
I don't know. This is why I like these Monday meetings. Okay, it's coming up. Okay, see, it's really tiny down here.
Okay, the syntax.
Should I push this though?
Right, now have you pushed that yet?
See, it got big, and then it crashed. Using 17.3?
Don't see a problem in that. I mean, I could check one of my apps. I'm not sure it's on 17.3. I'd have to have a quick look.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I have those issues there.
Okay.
Usually I don't have it straight just because of those problems. It'd be nice if I could move out of the way. Then it would be one big editor thing there, right?
Well, we just switch back. We'll go back to yours in a second to carry on, but to switch to mine is one of the apps. Very similar to what you've got there. But basically, exactly the same principle. Now, maybe we open it closed. Open it pinned back. Yeah, closed. That's I purposely have mine. So the docking of that, I want to go to the right. So the dock direction would be right. So when it is closed, that's where it would go. And there should be another one. I think it probably be bookings, and that should go to the bottom, which it does. And schedule booking should also go right to the bottom.
Oh, that's why you have it set to bottom there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So there should be no reason why they can't open and close, and this is exactly how I have my these type of things. I've got a preview one, so that's got a pane at the top, a pane for the forms at the bottom, so you can see who's had particular forms, and then the fields come in to the right of the whole. Okay.
You have one that's got like a left and one on the left and one at the bottom.
Well, all of this is you've got a pane here because of the whole navigation. God, manifest. The icons look awful. Something's wrong with the manifest. So yeah, let's jump back to yours and see why we're getting that.
Okay. I went back into here.
Now I've lost. Oh, you're there. Right. Yep. Okay. So I'll tell you what. For both the properties and the preview, let's focus on that one. Let's have them closed. Okay. The open state. So, not the properties. Sorry. The
yeah, I think that's right.
Which two are attached to each other?
The preview is attached to properties and notes is attached to results.
Fine. Okay. So properties and preview. Let's put them as closed by default.
Okay. So here?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And let's just try that from does that cause a GPF?
It closed way over here. Oh, that's because of the, yeah.
Okay. And now, so let's make it a little wider. And now pin it back again.
Okay, so that seems to help. It's kind of weird where things are showing up right now, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. They separated cells.
So pin one. Yeah, and then pin the other, yeah. Properties is going to the left.
Yeah, look what it's doing. It's going around in circles.
And move the mouse away from it. Yeah, I think it was just because you were still over it.
Oh,
Yeah.
But why won't it pin? I mean, it's not pinning.
Right, pin. Oh.
It did. Just went right back.
Tell you what, while you're doing that, I'll quickly open up my app to have a look at what version I'm using. Shouldn't make any difference, I'll be honest with you, but better if we rule it out.
Preview is working okay. Maybe it's.
Oh, no, I have to do it a different way. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm going to struggle to do that.
I think it'd be great if I could get the docking things to work because they look cool when they're out of the way.
Well, do they have to be attached to each other, or if they opened up but on the right, not left, if they opened up like that, would that be okay?
No, it needs to be over here.
Oh, no, I meant to the right, but if they weren't attached.
Oh, like if it came up, like if it
Like so,
came up
yes.
this way? I don't think that would be an issue.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's undo the attached.
As long as you could open it and
close.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's undo the where they're attached to each other.
So this says right.
Docking direction, right. Neighboring pane syntax, that's fine. And
It's coming up on the left.
okay, that for me. That's the properties, and let's go to the other one. Preview. Let's get rid of the attachment.
Get rid of this.
Yep. Okie dokie. Let's try that.
So would you expect these to be on the right side?
On the right side, yeah, definitely. And it might be we just want to clear. With that now, you probably get away with just clearing the neighbour, so you don't have to specify the neighbour.
Okay, so properties came up over here, and preview came up over there.
Okay.
And when you hover, they come up really tiny. Like that.
Okay. Let's clear them. Let's clear the attachment. Oh no, we cleared the attached, sorry. The neighbour. You see, that's done where it should have done. And if you
when I pinned it,
and unpin it,
it goes back over here.
right. Okay, so let's go back and where it says to the left of and the right of and so on. Let's clear that.
Okay. Okay, so what would you like to do here?
Just to the right, but no neighbouring pane.
No neighboring pane. Okay.
See, putting things in there does actually make a difference of how they go through the define. So I'm just going to go through the definition list. So let's go from the top. So okay, that one.
Okay.
Syntax editor. Left. Yep, fine. No problem with that.
Okay. Anything else?
And the properties. We'll just quickly.
Properties is the one we just.
Yeah, that's good. The next one. Just straightforward, right? Yep. And the next one. That should just be down to the bottom.
Someone's on the bottom, yeah.
Fine. And
Should I open this closed? Have this closed as well? Just leave it as it is.
Yeah, leave that as is, yeah.
Okay.
And
Get rid of that.
No, you do want them attached. Or are you going to go with the similar type approach? Did you want them attached to each other, or did you just want them so that they can come out separately?
Well, let's see. These other two are separate now. I guess we can see how it looks.
Okay.
I'll take it off.
Okay.
We'll see what it looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like. We didn't close these, so now they're stacked.
I expected that, which is fine. But the two have gone to the right.
So skinny. Okay.
So pin.
Oops.
They will go next to each other.
Right.
And then
it's not crashing at the moment.
And then unpin.
Yeah.
So it's just a weird something. There's no code changing the sizes or anything like that, because it should just see that particular percentage.
Oh, so it opens up the right width. And there's no grab handles here too. I'm just clicking and hoping it moves. That it's working okay.
That might be.
But there is a grab handle.
I was going to say, try that with when you haven't got go to meeting. I've noticed sometimes different things can actually get rid of some of my that type of thing. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's the same thing down here. Yeah.
So let's just close it and reopen it. Oh, should we change them two to be closed by default?
Ones at the bottom?
Yeah, did you want them closed?
Yeah, I actually would like them closed. Oops. But I think the ones at the bottom would be nice if they were, if they were tabbed instead of stacking.
Right, okay. So you know you want to be attached. Not sure how that will go with. Well, let's take a look at this first off. Let's see how we go with that.
Okay. I like the idea of having them all out of the way, because then you've got this nice large editing window.
It's kind of what I do with my apps. You've got the list of patients, list of people, list of clients. Don't really matter. You've got the list. That's what you're focusing on, and bring in what you need to.
Yeah, and a lot of times you don't need to see all this other stuff. You just need to see this.
So.
And then once you check properties.
Right. So I think we'll focus on that. So for some reason, I'm not quite sure why, but it's getting that. Just as a test, so I can see what order it's doing stuff. Can you expand up the results and then pin it, please?
Expand out
the results at the bottom.
Oh, down here?
Yep. Pin that.
Went over here.
Yeah. Okay. Just 1 second. Let me try one of my things. Oh no, I can't because. Just 1 second. I'm moving the screen. There we go. Right. And yeah, mine's using 1730. So just opening it up. It's to do with the order that you define them.
Docking panes are really neat, but they're sure tricky to set up.
Oh yeah, yeah, agreed. Once you have them, they're, keep them. But okay, up dev. So sorry about this. I'm just bringing in what we need. If I open up one of my browse windows, that would do. Okay, so go with that browse clients. That's dead simple. Oh no, we want something that's got a bit more on it. Won't be a second. Maybe client bookings.
Do we need to see your screen, or are we just doing?
No, I'm just going to go find the settings so we can actually bring yours up. There we go, client.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very simple. Client at the top, width 100, height 30. Oh, height 30. That's a surprise. Okay. 50, 70. 50, 70 to the right. Right. Okay. On yours, let's change it. Let's define them from to the top to the bottom, then the left to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So top to bottom.
Yeah. So you want report and notes up to.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try that.
So don't do anything else. Just go from there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What should I do now?
Let's try properties.
Okay.
Okay. Pin it and then unpin it. So if you pin that, okay, and unpin it. Same with the preview. That's property, yeah, preview. And the same again, pin it. I just want to see the directions. Yep. Let's try results.
Came up over here.
Shouldn't have come up over there. I shouldn't have. And then notes.
Same thing.
And there's no source code changing, manipulating the properties of and so on of those.
Let's check. I don't think so. That doesn't mean there is it. These are all commented out. I have a recalc layout here. Here's a select and saving layout. So that's the only hand code is right there.
Okay.
The document pane.
Where's the recalc
So it
layout?
doesn't look like anything. I think we were doing that.
I think I've vaguely been putting that in actually.
Gain focus. It's on a gain focus.
Right.
So it's probably not affecting what we're doing because we already have photos.
Yeah. Fine. Okie dokie.
I can comment it out.
No.
We're okay there? Okay. So comment. It's, just a select. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about this. I don't know what's going on here. Seems weird. Doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm quite sure why you need both of those.
I'm not even sure where this is. I don't even have a report control pane.
Well, that's your at the bottom, isn't it? The is it preview? No, not preview. Results.
That could be. That doesn't seem right though. It should be the syntax editor that it's picking.
Okay.
So this is definitely wrong. And then just some layout saves. Okay, so this.
All child windows opened. You're not on child windows now, so that might as well just go in the init complete. I mean, that will still trigger. That's still fine, but init complete would be the better embed point for that.
To select the syntax editor.
Yeah, after the parent call. Quite late on, I'd say 7501, something like that.
Oops. Oh yeah. Okay, so you want here?
Yep.
Oh, that's the call for it. So here. Doing a few things here. Oh, this is that
Oh, yep. Well,
thing that we used to fix that one issue.
Yep. So after that,
We do it after all these things.
oh, yeah. I say don't really matter, but yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah. All right. So now what? What should we try next?
Let's just have a look at the syntax edit again. You see, it's almost as though you're not seeing the dimension, which doesn't make sense. Will you change that to the top, please? The docking direction top. Not sure about this, but yeah, let's try that, please. I think that is why you're getting the other one going to the right.
One thing with the new interface, scripted loads up really fast now, which is nice.
Cool. Let's try the results. I've still got this size, but pin it to the bottom.
Pinned right.
Yep. And
That'll work.
Yep. And the notes should also follow suit. Yep.
Yep, that's good.
Yep. So because basically the syntax editor is told to go to the left, so it's putting itself to the right of it, whereas the syntax editor can remain static at the top.
It left this behind.
I was just going to say, what's that?
It was this when I did the notes, and I pinned it. This is the syntax editor, right? And then when I went down, it left it behind. So it was the syntax editor scroll bar that was didn't retain itself. It is now. It's
A bit naughty.
okay. Yes. All right. Let's see the other side here. Now it's at the bottom.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
No, it's hard to do these things. That's why I usually do it for an hour. Then I go, okay, I'll just put it back where it was. It's got to be because of the size. Well, you said you had like a left bottom.
Okay. I'll tell you what. On this, let's specify that it is to the right of the syntax editor rather than just dock to the right.
Okay. Okay. So what do you want me to do?
So go on to properties, and doc direction. Yeah, and the doc direction right, and the neighboring pane wants to be syntax editor.
Spelled that right. Yep.
And the same with the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
They're up here now. What happens when I pin it? It goes to the bottom. That one over here. When I unpinned it. Or when I pinned it, I unpinned it. Yeah. When I hid it. Now they went back over here where they're supposed to be. But they're still docking down here.
God.
Fun with docking panes. See, I didn't even have a challenge for today. Look what happened.
Something docking panes. I'm not sure about fun.
Guess I won't do it. I'm scared.
I mean, if this worked, this is. I would love to have it look just like this. To me, that's just great. And then have it, save it so that if you want to keep it open, you could. It's really flexible. It looks really great when you load it up. So if we can get it to work.
So is it still opening only on the edit side, right, John? You didn't do the.
What's that?
You didn't do the select.
No, I didn't do this part yet. So look over here. I know where to. I'll take care of that later.
Right,
looking good.
The results and the notes at the bottom, you do want those to be attached to one another, don't you?
It would be nice if they were attached to each other. I think.
You see, if they're attached and you pin them, I think you're going to get that effect, because it needs to know that there's two things, which can be brought out. Center.
That.
You bring that right down again. Just click on your syntax.
Okay.
Is that? Oh, did you pin the notes? Sorry, or unpin the notes and then click on the syntax. But if you pin the notes out, yeah, they're not. Basically, the attachment's lost. The minute you do them separately, the attachment's lost. So it really depends on what do you want. Do you want them to be attached together? Because that will have a bearing.
I could live without them being attached together. It's not that big a deal. I mean, notes are something that you're not going to use that often.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like if you've done something with your script up here and you wanted to make some kind of a note about it. That you need to do some more work in the future or something like that. You'd make the note, and then, but does it need to be up there at the same time you're doing results? Results are for when you've run a view or something and you want to see what the view
what it was
like. Yeah, so they're really two different things. They don't necessarily have to be pinned. What did I unpin that one? Yeah, so if it's not staying up. So now it's not doing its thing. So if I click there, it should stay up, right? But see what it's doing? It's not doing it. That's the problem I had before with the other thing. Yeah. I can do that, and then it suggests, I've got results in here. But yeah, I mean, so this is fine. They don't have to be on tabs. I don't have an issue with them not being on tabs. If we could get this all to work, so they were just like this, it would be fine. Because you're not necessarily, you don't need to tab between them. This works just as well, I think. Interface-wise, it's just getting them to work correctly.
Okay, I think we're going around in circles a little, but let's just move the properties and the preview back up to where they were in the definition order. But now we have specified, now we've said the thing to go to the top, so there is a slight difference.
Okay, so you want these back up?
Yeah, please, and then the others at the bottom that way. Yeah. Syntax, okay. Properties to the right. That, and that go to the bottom. Go on, let's try that. I thought of another thing, but we'll just try this. But it is very much, well, trial and error, and they are an absolute nightmare. You read the docs and they don't really help you much neither.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Yeah, let's try that. Yep.
There you go. Okay, so these guys came up at the top again.
And if you pin that and then pin it back.
Go to the bottom.
And pin it back.
And what to the side where we hoped it would be.
Then that I think we're going to have to do that first and foremost, and then see what we can do about the bottom, if that makes sense. So, okay.
The left behind the syntax editor.
Yeah, see.
It didn't resize, did it? That's what happened. The syntax editor didn't fill up the screen. It wasn't just a ghost pane, it was a resize pane.
I could say it actually looked like you could still interact with it.
Yeah, that time we resized it, okay. See.
Okay,
no, it resized it. This is a ghost. It's a painting problem. Because see the bars at the bottom, and then it disappeared. I changed it, so it was a repaint. That's just a repaint. Okay.
Okay, so onto our panes. Let's go from the. Let's see if we can get the top half working, and the sizes as well.
Okay.
Syntax editor.
You want me to disable these or get rid of these for now, or maybe they're bothering? What's going on here?
Yeah. What do you know what their content is? Will it cause any compile errors if you've got it and so on? Well, maybe not compile errors.
No, because it's just docking. So I don't think there's anything that
their content will be left lying around though.
Yeah, they would show up on the screen. Okay. Let's just leave it, I guess.
Okay. On to the syntax. Let's change it back to left, but this time we will actually specify it's the left of properties.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And the properties, and yeah, that's yeah. Tell you what we're going to do on this. Let's just change the size to 50/50. So width 50 for that, and for preview, and for syntax editor. Oh no, not that one.
Just
no,
the width.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did. Yeah.
I missed the syntax editor. Okay.
Okay.
See what happens. Don't you think like the majority of programming is just seeing what happens?
You remember years and years and years gone by where a compiler would take so long. We really are spoiled nowadays.
Let's see what happens. Okay, so they're on the right side.
Okay, fold one out.
Still teeny tiny. Came out to the right. When I pinned it, though, it's right. So that's good. Preview. Right. So it's pinning. Everything looks right except the width is about right.
But the
that's
bottom,
good.
If you pin the bottom out, the bottom would go.
Let's stay at the bottom. That's good.
And the notes.
Yeah, stay at the bottom.
So now it's just the sizes. And why the syntax
everything's
is taking
right spots.
Why the syntax is taking that, I haven't a clue. So let's just play about with, and this literally is trial and error. You'd expect, if working on the principle of 100%, and if they're folded back, the other can have 100%, and bringing it out would have 50%.
What are these here? These minimum widths and heights? Are these something we need to look at?
Do you know what? I forgot about those actually. I did actually forget about them.
I think these have to do with what it happens when it docks, right? Or when you pin it.
No, it's to do with the unpin. Go with on that. Go with. Oh no, they might be. I don't know if they're pixel based or percentage. Go with 75, let's say, for the minimum width.
Oh.
What's this for? Not that one. Let's go properties on that one.
So 75 here.
Yeah. Now, of course, it might be taking that as literally a number of pixels, and it might come out dead small. But let's just try it.
Okay. So it came out the same size. There's properties we did, right?
Yeah. So let's try that now and set it to something like 200, which would be balmy. Okay.
Same size. Nothing changes it.
It's not. This is okay. Okay. Right. Silly thing here then. Let's take it from like 100. Let's move them up to say 1,000. So let's say same like percentages, but go with put a 0 on the end of them all, and let's take that minimum one off.
Okay. So just on everything.
Yeah.
You want extra number here.
Yeah. Which shouldn't make any difference, but. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, look. 50-50.
50-50.
It's good.
It's annoying, but yes, it's good.
It is good. All right, so we got down here.
So I should go third.
Yeah.
Because we did 70-30. But sorry, 700-300, but you know.
Notes, results. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this.
Wow. Maybe we should edit the edit this video and just trim out hours and hours out
Like
of
the
it,
first
and just
hour.
go, oh, try this, and they'll think everyone, oh, they're geniuses, instead of all the fumbling in between.
Yeah.
Well, just for the purpose of the recording, and if anyone's still awake watching this now, I apologise.
Look, this is back now. See, the cursor is changing now, so I can grab it. Whereas before it wasn't there. But now it's great.
Well, just for the recording, the idea behind it is them sizes are, if the windows are floating, then they are number of pixels. So you have a minimum and you have a default size and so on, and really that's it. So you could define it 400 by 400 with a minimum of 250 by 250. So you could make it smaller, but only down to a particular 250 by 250. When they're all docked, they are supposed to work on a percentage basis. So if you had something 50-50, you'd expect them to be 50-50. But they're not. It's almost as though it's a hybrid between the two. If you had them both open by default, they would go 50-50. But the preview, when it's just coming out, is taking the floating size. So all I can think of, and that's why I said just put 0 on the end, is literally, let's just go with, if it comes out, it'll come out in number of pixels rather than a percentage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Arnold, if you're still there, it's there, it's working.
I'm here. Just amazed.
I like it. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So you're right. I think we just have to cut out that other part, but or jump to this point if you mark the time.
We'll put a disclaimer on Fridays. I'll put a disclaimer on the page as well. You know, a lot of waffle in the middle. Jump to the end.
Yeah, awesome. It's looking great.
Looks very good app.
So I just need to get to come over here.
App.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's turning out. I like this now a lot too, because everything's just out of the way. I can focus on this, and then if I need to get to any of these things, I just pull them up. It's great.
You can have any number of scripts per table, I take it.
Yeah. In fact, this is really nice because versions before, I used to have a whole separate button up here and I used to refill the list, but now I just drop it down and I can look at the versions.
Oh, wow.
This is an older version of here. And I turned off live mode, so actually I turned it back on. So this is my current version here. If I turn this off, then this will stay. The preview will update as I'm moving through. So now I can look at my older version and compare them side by side. See what I made a change to between the two of them. The next thing is to put in an actual comparison thing. You like Beyond Compare, I'll link to it or something, so you can set it up and say, I need to compare these two versions, and then have it pop up in Beyond Compare or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite up to writing my own comparison.
Does that seem like if somebody came from nowhere, what you just showed, is that obvious?
I don't know, probably not, but I don't know how to make it any more obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just something, just like anything else, you have to learn it. It'll be in the help file, obviously. It'll probably be in some videos to show you how to use it.
Maybe
I figured that, for simple stuff, you have to understand that you're doing versions and that you're keeping track of versions and stuff like that.
Do you know on your compare, but how they've done it, I don't know. I'll just quickly pinch it back a second. Unless you've got TextPad. Have you got the latest TextPad?
I don't have TextPad. I have Notepad.
Okay. But we'll just jump back to myself. And now if I open up, it's TextPad. So I'll open up Notepad here. And line 1, line 2, we get the idea. In fact, we could probably there's an easier way of demonstrating it. Let me just open up an old version of Aster templates. We'll go to report control. I'll open up, let's say, a few versions ago. That. Now, if I was to open up on a new window, remember this is using syntax editor, command bars, and so on and so forth. Now, if I opened up the very latest, there's the two. And you can do a compare between the two. And it puts it into this comparison mode, and you can see like basically it's kept the line numbers the same and then highlights the difference.
Yeah.
So blue has changed,
Nice.
red has been deleted, green has been added. So and you can jump between the actual different changes. But previously it didn't do that. They would merge, so basically that would be up there. So all of a sudden it was very hard to follow. Whereas this latest one, they've made it much easier. If you could do something like that, wow, that'd be pretty cool.
It would be cool if I could get it to do it in the program. I mean, I can make it do it by sending it to things like Beyond Compare and stuff, because they all have command line stuff to do that. But I don't even know where to start to do something like this.
So anyway, that was just.
Although I've looked at some other ActiveX controls though that do comparisons.
Oh, right.
I could plop it right in there. There are some out there. I might take a look at that again.
I wonder. I've got an idea for you. You could. Well, no, it might be more trouble than it's worth. But remember, in your docking pane, you can dock an external program, not necessarily ActiveX. It'd be better if you did it via a control that you could get the handle of, but you could do use TextPad or something like that, but then you'd be reliant on the program being there. So no, you'd be better putting it under your own control.
Yeah.
Okay. I better remember to just tidy that up. Sorry, it won't be a second. Any other questions? Roberto asked. Roberto, is he still around? Roberto, you got a microphone on? I think we put him on the spot now. He was active talking to somebody else before. Okay. I'll leave it open just in case. Roberto asked, have we done anything with the Google API stuff? Now, we did a test template a while ago for interfacing with Google for Google Docs. No, not Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets. And the answer is yes. In fact, just of late, I've been doing quite a bit of work on it weren't necessarily just Google, but it was to do with that type of interface on an online RESTful interface on an online accounting system. So I've done that, and there will be some other changes coming on to that particular product to bring it back up to speed. So yes, basically we've done the Google spreadsheets, and I'm going to be padding it out for the documents, the calendar, and so on. That'll be released in a product in its own right, but it won't just do Google. It'll do other products as well, and it does use its own comms engine. So basically, it will be you will need an ActiveX control for the comms, but it will be fully self-contained. So that's the answer on the Google. There's two new products coming out. Don't really want to go too much. One isn't too far off. One in the next few weeks, if you've got any Friday slots coming up, John and Arnold, wouldn't mind actually doing a product launch with you guys if you're around on a Friday spot. But the second one after that will be the Google one. The first one I'd like to leave as a bit of a surprise.
Do you need a spot soon?
Yeah, but what we're in now, the 1st of May. If we had more, more towards the end of May, that'd be ideal.
Okay, we have this Friday we have a presenter, but the rest of the month is open.
I was going to say I'm not ready this Friday. I've been working on it.
We already have something.
I was going to, it was when you said this Friday, it was like I'm a pale guy anyway. I was even paler. But
the 12th, 19th, and 26th are open. You can pick one of those.
Let me get back to you this week on that if I can.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that the thing's done right. I even want to get some documents together for it as well. That'd be a first. So I want the product launch to be pretty good. Be a simple product, but it's one which I think people will find really useful, especially in this day and age. So,
awesome.
But to answer Roberto's question on the Google stuff, yes, we've done some on that, and of late, that type of interface has been getting a lot of work. So I'm going to bring a product out which does all the mainstream stuff. I won't say it does all of the Google interface stuff because it doesn't, but it'll do all the mainstream stuff, like the one we already had out in test. Did all the spreadsheets, so you could just literally just open up Google spreadsheet, manipulate the contents and so on, and save it back, and so on and so forth. And it worked really well. We actually had it live in one of our customer sites. Oh. They basically had, I think it was about 13 or 14 branches, but they wanted one central way of just keeping an eye on the overall takings, if you will, from each branch. So they wanted a central way of doing that, nice and simple, where they could get it on their pads, the management could get it on the pads. So they went with Google spreadsheets, and it kind of made sense. Right, I think today's drawing to a close. No other questions?
Arnold, did you even ask your question about the command bar shadows? That's what he was asking about.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, you...
Did he ask that?
Yep.
Did I miss it?
Early on. Yeah, he came on and said about the command bars.
Okay, I missed it. Well, I must have been loading up this stuff or something. Okay.
So, but yes.
All right.
So yes, so apologies for the delay in the release of the report control and command bars for that matter, but they are imminent. Definitely the command bar. Sorry, report control is imminent. So just watch this space.
Excellent. Well, thanks for your help on all this docking pane craziness.
No problem. As always. Anybody's got any ideas, enhancement ideas, so like Alessandro, he's chucked a couple in there saying, it'd be nice if the inline filter had these extra facilities. I quite like them actually, the range. I can see a couple of shortcomings on it, but let's get it out there, get feedback, and then enhance it with these Monday user groups like we have been doing. So. Okay, and on that note, shall we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.